Hey all, Tony Bing here. Hello and welcome to another Omega Trial guide video for Marvel Heroes Omega. This will be for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Now, in this video, we will run through the Omega Trial on Thor. He's a character that can be a bit squishy, but he's an absolute powerhouse when it comes to damage, and as long as you put a little bit more defence into him, then he really is fantastic, and that's something we will notice once we get to the gear section in this video. But for the sections of this video, what we cover first are the skills and talents. They are the very same as the ones I used in my actual Cosmic Trial guide, so if you want a more in-depth breakdown as to why I used them, check out the description in this video and there's a link there. We'll then have a look at the actual stats in the gear, and once we've done that, we've then got the Omega Trial gameplay as well. But first up, we'll have a look at the skills and talents. As mentioned then, the skills and talents we're using are the very same ones from my Cosmic Trial run through, so it's all about using skills that have Godly Smite, and then you're using skills that will actually recharge your Odin Force, and you're just running through that rotation, and they're all cooldown skills because we can't go toe to toe. We want to constantly keep moving with this setup. If we look at the talents, we have Resounding Smite, then God Force, Stormcaller, Mjolnir Unleashed, and finally Wrath of God. Synergies are the same ones I use in my endgame build. There's a link to that in the description if you want to check out as to why I'm using these actual synergies. And then we have Infinity Points, and we can see I have 108 points into the Space Gem and Gravity Well for an additional 54% base health. He really does need it, I feel, and the remaining points go into Mind Gem and Deep Thought for another 125 Odin Force, because you do want to have a not bad pool of Odin Force so you can just keep the skills up that will grant the Godly Smite there. But next up, what we'll do is we'll check out the gear we're using. For the gear then, as with so many of my Omega Trial guide videos, I've really not optimised this character at all, but despite that we are able to pass the trial. So if we bring up the stats, we look at the average effective health. I've got 65,000, which is pretty nice, but I feel that Thor does actually need that. My offensive stats are actually really terrible. The crit hit rating is way down at 300, the brutal strike rating is 1800, my crit damage is only 480, and brutal damage is 2000. Now despite that, I'm still able to pass the trial, so that's good news for anyone that's still gearing the character. It can be done in pretty minimal gear, but let's show that gear off anyway. Do have, as you can see, a piece of Omega gear there. I was lucky to get that dropping on another hero, but the actual set is useless, so I'm not gaining anything, and it could essentially just be cosmic gear I have there. Went for the defensive ring there with the additional health. Then we have the Cargills. We've got the Advanced Circlet of Sitrak. This is quite a good defensive artifact. And then the Hand of Doom. Relic is a Relic of Gibram for some additional Odin Force just to keep us ticking over. And then we have for the Catalyst Invisibility and Health on Hit. And when it comes to the medallion, I just slapped any old one on him, so I went for the Doctor Doom, and that's got quite a nice amount of brutal strike rating on it. And we don't have any legendary there, but you'll see as in a moment, despite the absolute terrible gear, we absolutely smashed this Omega Trial. It really is nice and easy, and Thor is a complete powerhouse really. So as always, I do hope you enjoy this gameplay. If there's any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll see you all again soon.
I cannot do that. god shall never be destroyed. Beg for mercy. So many ways, madam. This cannot be.
This I grant to you. You may tell your grandchildren you stood for a time against the mighty Thor. Nay, I cannot do that.